Amazing Brian is the name, and we are doing a new video today. All right, so I'll be teaching you how to retouch your picture, basically from the start to the end. Now, if you are new to Photoshop, you can also follow along. If you're old in Photoshop, you can also follow along. Now, why I mean new to Photoshop, I mean probably you're a new photographer or an advanced photographer. Whatever the case may be, this video is definitely for you, and trust me, you're going to learn a lot. And if you think you learned a lot at the end of the video, please do subscribe and hit the follow button. So let's see today which picture we are going to edit. Let me see. I think I like this set. Let me see. Let's compare and contrast and see which is better. All right, so I think I would both are fine, honestly, and I'm a little bit confused. A or B? What do you think? All right, let's go with B. So let's see how it goes down. So the first thing you do after you shot your pictures, the next thing you do is to import your pictures to Photoshop and start editing. How do you do that? My Photoshop is already open, so you can actually just drag a picture here and you drop it. Now this is for the beginners. So yes, this is our picture we're retouching today. Now, why people may have different methods in which they actually do edit their pictures, I'm going to show you my method, or one of my methods in which I use in editing my portrait pictures. And I believe you can actually pick 1 or 2 things to actually improve on your own skill. So here's our picture. The first thing I do always is to duplicate, which is Command J. I'm using a Mac, so I'm making use of Command, Control, Option, Shift, and the rest. So I hope you just follow along. So let's go. Looking at the picture, after duplicating it, the next thing I look at the picture is to check if there's any distractions in my picture for you to get a very good portrait, because most times people call and they'll be like, why is your picture always different, your portrait is always cleaner than house? It's because I take my time to go through all these necessary steps for me to actually get a very good and clean portrait. So what I do is I check, is there anything that is distracting my eyes? For example, she has some blemishes, which not that obvious, but I think it's something that I can actually see. You see, also blemishes. So what are you going to do? Why some people make use of close stamp tool? I do not use close stamp tool. I'm not saying it is wrong, I'm only telling you what I do. Like I said, this is one of my many methods I use in retouching my pictures. So I come here, I go to my spot image brush. To me, it's perfect for me, and I move out to where I want to correct, and it's gone. Like I said, this is a detailed video for everyone, so if you're an advanced photographer, please bear with us, because we have beginners photographers who are actually learning from this. So basically, I go to anywhere I think it's going to cause distraction for me. I just try to take it out. What I'm doing, I'm just clicking on that very spot, and you allow Photoshop to do the rest. Quite easy, right? Yeah, I know, but it's satisfying to see. So why I do this, if you notice, I'm not actually taking all the blemishes from my face. You know why? Because I also want the picture to look as natural as possible. You know, you tend to see a lot of retouchers retouching a picture. At the end of the day, the person look like a doll, pardon me, and you keep asking where you did wrong. It starts from here. Actually, you don't take all out, you just take the necessary ones that are very obvious. So I think I'm done. I think I've taken a lot. I think I've taken a lot. So let's see. I think she has a dot here. So let's see. Oh, very obvious. Okay, I think I can correct that later. All right, let's see. Before, let's zoom in and let's see. Before, after, before, after. Now, for what you can see we have actually done the basics. We have taken out those blemishes that is very obvious. It is very important. Now, the next step or the next thing I do is to look at the picture. Do I really need to correct a facial structure? For example, there's some clients who will be like, oh, my nose is too big, help me reduce it. My lips are too big, help me reduce it. To me, I think she's very okay. But for people who want to learn that, I'll be doing a detailed video on how to use liquify to do those corrections. And when I talk about liquify, this you can get liquify from here. This is liquify. In liquify, you can do a whole lot of things. You can enlarge, you can reduce the nose, the mouth, increase the butt, increase the bust. You get, so you can do a whole lot of things from liquify. So hit the subscribe button, so whenever I post the video on liquify, you can actually get that. All right, so let's move. The next thing I do is frequency separation. Now, this part is very important because this is where you actually correct the tunes, correct the skin textures and the rest. So I go with 8-bit. Now people say, why am I using 8-bit? Let's pause. I'm using a 60 Mark II and using 8-bit. So if you're using a mirrorless, it could be in 16-bit, you can go ahead and use 16-bit, or you can use custom. Can you see it? 8-bit. So I'm using 8-bit here for my frequency separation. I always use 3.5. Most people use 6.4. Most people use 5.4. It depends on you. For me, I'm very comfortable using my 3.5. I'm not saying it's a must. It's not a must for you to use 3.5. You can actually use any number that you think you're comfortable with. But for me, I'm using 3.5. So now, after clicking my 8-bits, it shows me a dialog box. I click 3.5. This is what comes out. For my advanced photographers, please be patient with us. I'm just trying to carry everybody along. So we have our correcting tones, what it means you correct the tones there, and we have our high frequency textures, what it means it has to do with texture, that has to do with skin. Some people may decide to chill and wait till they get to this part before they correct the skin textures, like removing those blemishes, which I did earlier on, but I prefer to do all the work beforehand before I get here. Now, when you see other videos online, some people work on the correcting tone here, some people work on the low frequency tone, which is colors and tone. It is not wrong, take it from me, it's not wrong. It's what the person wants and how the person is comfortable editing. But for me, I work with my low frequency, colors and tune. Now for me to do that, I always convert to black and white, and people keep asking why black and white. Do you know why? You see, for every picture you take, there's always the highlights, the midtones and the shadows. Now if I am brushing in the full color, those things just don't really pop out. Now you can see my picture is black and white. You can actually see you have a highlights, so it's easier for me to actually brush. So the thing I do, I change my brush to mixer brush. I zoom in, I come to my low frequency, and I brush. Now remember, the goal of retouching a picture is not change the person's face, but you are just there to enhance the beauty of that person. So while you do your brushing, always have that in the back of your mind, that you're not supposed to just change this person's face, but you're trying to, or you want to improve the beauty of that person. So we have that in your mind. I think it will be easier for you to work. And let's go. I'm not expecting you to be this fast for the first time. I'm just doing it so you see, so you can actually take your time to do your brushing so that it can actually pop out very well. Now while brushing, I guess you can notice I'm not brushing my highlights to shadows, neither am I brushing my shadows to highlights. It's very important to maintain this, because that is what will give your picture the correct structure. All right, let's go down and let's see. All right, and sure, I think I'm okay with it. The next thing I do, I turn off the black and white to see my picture and to see if I want to do any correction to what I've just done. So here I just do finish retouching of what I did. So I think I'm good. So the next thing I do is to click on my eye frequency, which is texture, and I zoom in to see if there's anything I want to do. Now it's important for you to have skin pause. Now I switch to, for my brush, which is a mixer brush, I switch to my close down to alternate, click where I like, and I take out anything. Now you can see the size of my brush is very small. Now it's important you do that so that you don't leave traces of anything. So I think it's clean enough. Now this is the part where most people do, most people don't, but me, I do most times. Is to add, okay, I think yes, she has a cut here. Let's increase our brush. You sample and you take out, sample and then take out. All right, so like I was saying, there's all called punctuation, there's all called skin finer. Now when it comes to these two things, personally I prefer skin finer. It works best with the way I retouch my pictures. Before now I was using portraiture, but as time goes on I had to switch. So I think you should try both and see which one's good. I did not say portraiture is better than skin finer, but I just think you should try and make the decision yourself. So the next thing I do, I mesh both of them. I right click, mesh layers, I come to filter, I come to skin finer and I click. So I click OK because I've done my settings already. So if you need the settings, you can actually drop your comments, then I'll send my settings to you. All right, so we're here now. Let's see before and after. It's always important to do this before and after. You can see we did not change the person's or our model's face. We only enhance our beauty. Now some retouchers, the next thing to do is dodge and burn, but for me I like doing color correction before switching on to dodge and burn. What do I mean by color correction? Everybody's face does not have the same color. Yes, that's true. Check your face on the mirror right now, you see what I'm saying. You can notice a face is different from a hand. You get. Now you may decide that you don't want to do this color correction. Yes, you may decide that, but let's see if it's going to be finer. So how do you do your color correction? I think I've gotten to the advanced photographers now. How do you do your color correction for any picture? It doesn't matter how your person is, dark, black, fair, or lighter complexion. So let's dive into it. So the first thing you do is you create an empty layer, take it up, you convert this to color. You go to your eyedrop tool. I'm using 5.5 average. Then you will decide where do you think is the best color for your model. Now how do you know where to pick? You see where you have highlights and shadows? Nah, this is another place. Look for where we have our main tones. I think here's a little bit. I can push it up. So all right, so when you've done that, you convert your brush back to your normal brush, and let's see, and we brush. Don't worry how she's going to look now, just focus on how we're brushing. That's what's important. Now the reason why I said you have to do your color correction before you do dodge and burn is because while you're doing your color correction, you're going to affect a whole lot of your highlights and your shadows. Now if you've done dodge and burn for your model or subject already, that means it has gone. Now if you notice, I'm trying to avoid all corners, and that has to do with the ears. Now you can brush the ears so it can blend very well. Oops, there's a mistake. So zoom in so you can have a proper view, and let's go. So I'm trying to avoid the ears, and you can see the eyebrow. When I get here, I always reduce my brush so we don't hear story that touch. Okay, so let me go to the so what we're doing is just to make sure that everywhere is in order. Okay, anyway, we have skin. Let's correct it. Anyway, we have skin should be corrected. All right, so I think I like, yeah. Let's see our before and after. Oh wow, nice, very nice. All right, so we can actually leave it like this. So we'll take it down a little bit. Nice, and you go to your blend mode option, and so it can settle down. So let's see. You can see how beautiful she's now looking. I have not done color grading, I only did color correction. So let's see before and after. Now let's go back to our picture. Before, you can see here here's dark, right? Not same color, not same color. But check it out now. Voila. Oh nice, really nice. All right, so I think I'm done with that. Now I can go to dodge and burn. Okay, DB curve setup. Now for dodge and burning, I think there are countless of videos on YouTube that you can watch for you to know how to dodge and burn. We have the dodge and burn, we have the micro dodge and burn, those people who go the extra to do everything in details. Now if it's your personal shoot, yeah, you can actually go the extra. If your client is paying you well, go the extra. But if it's just a random shoot, you like this one that I just want to use to teach, I do the simple one, dodge and burn. Now remember, I clicked on DB curve and all this popped out. You don't have to be scared for those beginners. You don't have to be scared. What's important, you come to this dodge curve. Now what does it mean, dodge and burn? Dodge, lighten, burn, darken. Just have that in your mind. Dodge, light, burn, darkness. Now look at your image. Why are you saying light in your image? Remember then I talk about highlights, right? Now you can see highlights here. All you had to do, okay, there's a block. All you have to do is pull it down. Okay, no, that's wrong. Let's take the brush down a little bit. Still not. Okay, I think I like this. We have highlights here, so let me do this. I did this. Honestly, this is my favorite part of the one because I get to draw anyhow I like. Boom. All right, so I go down to my burn curve and I do the same. I guess our model is looking more beautiful, right? Okay, so I'm done with that. I come here to visual aid and I switched it back to color. Dodge and burn, I go to under dodge curve, I go to properties and I feather. See what happens. It gradually goes away. Yeah, so I do the same for my burn. So you can see, and this is fine. I think I like before and our after. Now we can see we are good to go. All right, so let's go through these steps again. I imported my picture, I cleared out the blemishes, I did frequency separation, I did color correction. What did I do? I did dodge and burn. All right, now let's go over to color grading. Now when it comes to color grading, there are various methods. People make use of hue and saturation to color grade. People make use of selective color. Some people make use of curves, and those are the advanced ones. But for this video, I'll be teaching you how to use selective color, and you can find that under your adjustment panel. Selective color, you click. Now remember to take this above your dodge and burn. Alright, now when you click your selective color, this is what pops up developers, and we have red, we have yellow, we have greens, we have cyans, we have blue, magentas, white, black, neutral. Alright, I always start with black. So what I do is I push in my black. Watch your image. Alright, so it's okay. I move to neutral and I push it in a little bit. Now what do I have? Now yellow and red works with your skin color, so while working on this you just have to be careful. Now I push in my black a little bit, I push in my yellow a little bit, so let's say 8 is fine. Take this down, watch. Can you see the difference? So now it has to do with what you want and your eye gauge. You just have to keep it moderate. So let's say -4 is okay. I go to red, I push in my black under red, I push in my yellow, I pop the red. So I think I like this. So let's see before and after, before and after. So I think I like this, so I can stop here. So that's for my color grading. Now let's switch over to our eyes. So see, eyes is the, how do they say it? Is it the gateway to the heart? Yeah, whatever. So the eyes. Now, in terms of whitening of the eyes, they are, I think I've seen like 4 to 5 methods that you can use. So I've decided to do a video of teaching you 3 methods that you can use to whiten your eye. But for this video, I already have an action which I use, which I save, and probably maybe I could sell it to you. So just comment in the comment section, let me know if you want it. I've not decided if I should sell or I should give it out for free. So you see, this is eye whitening. I use it to whiten my eyes and teeth. So I come in and I whiten the eyes. Switch over to the next one. I do the same. Now for beginners photographer, basically what I did, I click on an action, I use my brush tool and I'm just brushing the eyes. It saves me time. Using an action saves me time, but it's not advisable for a start that you start using the action. It's very important that you understand what you're doing and how to do it. So let's see, I think the eyes are popping. If it's too bright, you take it down so it looks a little bit natural. I think I like this. It's a little bit natural. Let's see our before and let's see our after. So we're good to go. Another thing you can do to pop your eyes is, she's using a contact lens, right? So let's go to adjustment, brightness, take your brightness up, Control I to convert, and let's brush the eyes and let's see. Now you can see the eyes are all popping. If it's, let's see a before and after, and let's see, you can see the difference. So basically every little thing you do counts. Every little thing you do counts. Now you can see it's popping. Now I am okay with this picture. Are you not? Another thing I can do is to pop these, what do you call these, eyeshadows? Yeah, eyeshadows. And I have an action also to do that. On demand, you can actually get all my actions on demand. So if you know you want my actions, you can comment in the comment section. Good. Let me pop this. Don't worry, I know you're not seeing anything yet, but sit back and relax. I'll do the magic now. So let me zoom out. I come to here and boom, bada boom, boom, boom. You can see the difference before and after, before and after. So I can still go in and then I want it to be very obvious. So I think I'm good. I can also pop the lip if it's not too obvious. So we're good. So ladies and gentlemen, this is our picture. So the final thing you do is for you to sharpen They have different ways to sharpen. I just go for the easier one. This is sharpen, and wash our image. Boom. Can you see the skin textures? Very important. Now it's too sharp, so let's take it down. So I think I like this here. I think this is looking pretty, right? All right, so here we have our picture is ready to be exported and is ready for the world to see. So let's see everything we did. Boom. These are before and these are after. Before and after. All right, so let's do a recap of everything we did. So for the beginners, we can actually follow through. Let me go to our editing panel. So the first thing I did, I imported my picture, duplicated the picture. Here is frequency separation popped out. We did our brushing, our low frequency. We meshed it with our correcting tune. We did skin finer as filter. Here is color correction by correcting the color of our skin. We did dodge and burn, and we did color grading on the selective color. I hope you're not lost. Color grading on the selective color. We whiten the eyes, we brighten the eyes, we popped out the lips and also eyeshadows and eye sharpening. So I believe you have learned one or two things in this video, and if you think the video has been helpful to you, please hit the like button, please subscribe, please share, and also comment if you have any question whatsoever, and I'm going to answer you. And for those people who want to see how I whiten eyes and teeth, I think I'll be doing a video for that. So I'll be expecting your question in the comment section, and also I'll be dropping a link where you can actually get this picture and you can retouch this picture, so each and every one of us can actually benefit. Amazing Brian is the name, and you're welcome to my studio. Bye bye.